Okay, week 3, module 3, civil rights. What do you do when something is really wrong in society? How can you get the government's attention? How can you get things to change? We know things have been pretty bad lately. There have been things people really want the government to change, besides just the coronavirus. I mean, this is Minneapolis. This is 90 miles up the road. This was a horrible thing. People are so frustrated, though. They see something really bad happening, and nobody's changing it, and so they just try to do it themselves and try to make some kind of change. I wish I could say it was the first time it happened, but it's been happening in the United States since forever. These pictures are all from the 1960s. There were more riots in Los Angeles, the Watts riots. There was Rodney, what was his name? Rodney somebody or another in California. They had riots about him too. It's like it's probably not the best way to bring about change in society, but when you have no power, when you're powerless, it must feel like it's the only way you can bring around change in society, right? So what would make people get so angry anyway? This is an American government class. That's kind of a history lesson. You should learn about that in your U.S. History 2 class. If you really want to know, ask me and I'd be glad to go over it with you. But we're just going to talk about what people can do to change the government and to, make things better. Once upon a time, there was a guy who changed the world with his voice. He refused to become violent in his actions and to improve the country. And this guy was Martin Luther King Jr. As you watch this video, think about being so upset that you would walk miles and miles to make sure the government knew you were upset. Some of the people at this demonstration walked hundreds of miles to get there to the state capitol.